Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Story Nook. And today we are going to be reading some petty revenge. And our first story comes from user New Creative Neko. The guy has misled me, and I mirrored his own shitty behavior, knowing it would hurt him. In a nutshell, was seeing a guy who I met randomly through a friend. He asked me on multiple dates, and I have straightforwardly told him that I'm not looking for just a hookup. To which he assured me that his intentions were different and that he felt like this could go somewhere. Fast forward a month of us going on dates, talking, him being the perfect gentleman. We slept together, and 2 days later, I get hit with, I've realized I'm not ready for anything serious right now, and I want to be transparent with you. Let's keep it casual bullshit. Oh, convenience. So I decided not to be an adult and play his game. I pretended to be confused and then said that it's better for us both this way. He immediately called me and started asking why, to which I responded, well, I realized I don't want anything serious with you, which made him go insane. It's been a week and he's calling me every day, wanting to spend time with me, trying to make me want him apparently. One thing that changed is now he's getting the full-on random hookup option treatment, obviously. Sort of been suggested this sub after realizing I'm by far not villain here. Edit. I worded the last bit incorrectly, it seems. By the hookup treatment, I meant the way we communicate. I talk to him like he's a sneaky link and nothing more. Told him that he should respect the boundaries we've agreed on and give me time and space to see other people. The sex isn't happening. Not worth it. Now for an update from that previous story by Me Creative Neko. Update. So a guy has misled me and I mirrored his own shitty behavior knowing it would hurt him. I didn't expect this to blow up. Thank you all for the comments, guys. This is an update regarding me going to see the guy again. So he has practically begged me into meeting him again to talk since I seem to be confused about us. Interesting. I was contemplating whether it's actually worth it to give any time of day, but the inner asshole has successfully won, so I went. I won't lie, I had a plan of what I'll say in case he starts to lie and manipulate again, but then it turned out even better. Long story short, he started telling me how we still should see each other, how casual is very ambiguous term, and it doesn't mean I'm not important to him, but then I interrupted his bullshit and proceeded to thank him. I said I'm thankful that he, unlike me, found the strength to be honest about the fact that we're actually incompatible, shouldn't waste each other's time. I said I was afraid to tell him that all along because I didn't want to hurt his feelings, but I'm so glad he had the guts to bring it up so we can finally move on to see other people that we actually enjoy spending time with. I said I was very relieved the first time he said that, despite being confused. His reaction was priceless. I might as well have splashed my coffee in his face. It was so sour. Best fucking lie for revenge of my life. It felt good. He's now sent me a long text about how he feels everything was a huge miscommunication and that we, lol, deserve another chance. Edit grammar. But I think this is a fantastic way to handle someone like this. Just kind of like, they want to play a stupid game? Fine, play a stupid game back at them, see how they like it. And that is amazing, and bravo, my friend, you did fantastically. This petty revenge story comes from user Harlem Harlow. That's not milk. I just got told this story by my mom about my grandma from way back in the day.
When my mom was little, they used to get their milk delivered by the milkman in glass bottles to the door each week. She still does, but that's beside the point. However, they had a milk thief, which rightfully pissed my grandma off to no end. Cue her revenge. One week, Grandma was feeling particularly malicious, as once again she couldn't have her morning cup of tea, so she hatched a plan. The next week, she woke up extra early to be there when the milkman made his delivery. She thanked him and took in her fresh milk. Then she put out an identical set of milk bottles, filled with white paint. Never had an issue with milk thieves again. And that is definitely one way of dealing with milk thieves, and I think that's a really good and great way of dealing with them. So go, Grandma!
Welcome back to Petty Revenge. This story is by user RedEye1999. Guy interrupts me when I spoke, so I do the same to him. Pretty much self-explanatory. I, 27 female, work at a kiosk in the mall, and a 20th male works at the kiosk right beside ours. I disliked him for the first month I started working there because it was pretty self-explanatory. He's a douchey guy and says a lot of misogynistic things. I usually ignore and don't partake in the conversation. When it's a joint conversation with my coworkers, who are all men, and I'm talking, if he gets bored or doesn't want to wait till I'm done, he'll face the other guy and stop me halfway so we can talk about whatever he wants. The other guys don't pick up on it or are used to doing this as well, so I completely stopped engaging if he's around. Recently, a new girl started working and he tried to do the same to her, and she picked up on it. The very first time itself, he tried to interject 4 times. He actively tried to stop her from talking 4 times, and she would not budge, continued talking to me and our other coworker. At that point, I just decided, fuck him. So now on, whenever he struts over to our kiosk to talk and he tries to talk to anyone, I interrupt him midway and start a new conversation or pull my coworker into doing a task. Every time without fail, it's enough to keep me content at work. We also don't let him get in a word when it's just the girl and me, and I full on ignore him if it's just me at the kiosk. Mini win. Edit to add, ever since I made this post, I decided to get my shit together and no longer let people interrupt me. I raised a finger and hold it to them when someone tries to say pause in a way, or I will talk louder over them to silence it. Definitely a win. And I think that's a fantastic way of handling this douchebag. Because just going on about, like, to tell him that, hey, you know you're being a rude-ass dick, he's a misogynistic asshole. He won't fucking listen. But to just go ahead and do it right back at him, fucking awesome. I refuse to make a fire in the fireplace, even though I can. My husband cannot make a fire in the fireplace. He has tried, and every time they go out within 30 minutes. It is low-key hilarious. I can make a fire. I grew up in New England. Long, miserable, cold winters. I know how to make a damn fire. However, when I advised him, he shushed me. My dear husband, the man I loved, shushed me. So now I refuse to make a fire. I literally just watched this man make a fire and remake a fire all damn day. For the past 4 days, and you know what? I'm going to continue and let him struggle as I sip my tea and keep my mouth shut. Eventually I will make a fire, but I'm going to wait until he is so frustrated he's cursing in his mother's tongue. He's not quite there yet. Edit, I can't believe this is blown up. Thank you for the rewards and enjoying my pettiness. For those who ask, this is how I make a fire in a fireplace. It's pretty much foolproof.
My husband can't squash his inner child, so when he makes a fireplace fire, they burn out hot and fast with big flames and die quickly because he has no airflow. Greek is his first language. So thank you for sharing your wonderful pettiness, Coffee and Cats 2000. Hopefully, by the time I've read this, your husband has actually asked you to let you show him how to make a fire. If not, we'll still wait for him to start being fussy. Gamer Pro doesn't want to quiet down, so I had to do something about it. By user Expensive Pension. My brother plays BGMI, aka PUBG. He plays PUBG in nighttime. He uses noise-canceling headphones while playing, and whenever he is in a fight or during end of game, he talks so loudly, which can be heard in the other room too. Because of which I am unable to sleep, and he doesn't listen when we tell him to quiet down. So I decided to do something about it. I have a Wi-Fi router app on my mobile. It has parental control features in it. I decided to add his device in the list and added PUBG's domain into the restricted websites list. Whenever I turn on parental control feature, his game stops working, basically. The game starts loading. I don't have it on all the time, but I switch it on when he speaks loudly or shouts. Because of that, he's going to sleep around 2 a.m. before he used to continue playing until 6 or 7 a.m. I know this is kinda evil, lol, but I have no other option. He's got an alternative, though. He connects mobile data, and he wants me to reset the Wi-Fi, lol. And I know what it's like to have, like, a sibling who's hella obsessed with video games to the point where they're not focusing on shit. So I understand this struggle all too well. And this will conclude our episode of Petty Revenge Stories. I hope you all enjoyed being here and reading these with me. Please make sure to drink plenty of water, hot tea, anything you want. All that good stuff. Stay healthy and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.